Everyone, Nick from Milburn, and we are coming to you live with the special show, um, women's post game show, and we are joined first by my regular co-host Frank Arcolio. Frank, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Nick?
And the women went up to Creighton for the first time, I believe, in 10 years, right? And beat
Yes.
Creighton 88-79. And we have on the MVP of the game, Shay Pinckney. Shay, 28 minutes off the bench, 21 points, 8 for 10, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. Shay, congratulations. And how does it feel?
Thank you so much, and it feels great. You know, I don't even know how to feel. I'm just really happy that we won this game. This game was a really important win for us, so I'm just happy we won.
Jay, when you've been a starter, and now when we talk to Coach was always like, I actually have 7 starters, and just hear him say that you believe that, and then today he needed you, and you came in and you totally responded. How do you prepare coming off the bench than starting? Is it different? Do you have a different mindset? Do you have a different routine?
Definitely. I was starting in the beginning, but I wasn't playing as well, and I totally understood, what the coaches wanted, and I want to do what's best for my team for us to win. So, all I knew is that I need to stay ready. I knew that I had to make an impact in this game in order for us to win, and I'm willing to do anything for us to get this W. So
And
that was my mindset.
and you were feeling it from three. Were you just in the zone today?
I sure was. During our warm ups, we're working on our three. I'm just in my head. I'm just like, stay ready. Just working on my repetition, working on my form, and I was really locked in.
You guys got out, and before I'll let Frank ask a few questions, you guys got out to a big lead. It was easily your best half of the season, and then they came back, and we always say basketball is a game of runs, and you kind of knew they were going to make a run, right? But then
Yes.
you guys responded down the stretch. You didn't fold. You responded. How you want to comment on that?
Yeah, Coach B and the rest of the staff were like, this is a game of runs, and we knew that from the start. And so we just kept that in our mind that this is a game of runs, but when we make a run, we got to hit them harder. So that's what we worried about.
Frank, any questions for Shay?
Well, yeah. First of all, it's a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for joining us. And
Thank
are
you.
you guys on? Are you guys on the bus already or something?
Yeah, we are.
All right, all right. So you guys are flying right out tonight. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, congratulations. And one of the things the announcer said, and I pretty much agree with. I'm not sure if Coach talked to them about this beforehand, but they mentioned how valuable a player like you were coming on and doing well at the end of each quarter when you need it. And you were very impactful. It was great to see. I hope you could hear me.
I said that. Sorry.
I was hoping you could hear me. I know it must be loud on
Uh,
that bus.
yeah. Can you repeat yourself? Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So I know it's loud on the bus, but the announcers brought up the fact that a player like you is so coming off the bench and making such a big impact in the second half of a quarter or towards the end of a quarter, and it was really nice to see. And you certainly made a tremendous impact, and you're very valuable because of that. So we appreciate your efforts. I hope you could hear me.
Yes. Thank you so much. I just had the mindset of where, like, I just had to come in, like, the coaches always talk about stay ready, stay ready, stay ready. Whether that's crashing the boards, trying to get rebounds, making plays for our team, um, doing things like that. And I just had the mindset of where when I get in a game, I have to do something in order to help our team win.
And you sure did. You sure
Thank
did,
you.
Shay.
Thank you
Shay,
so much.
Shay, let me ask you this: how was that environment going up to Creighton? How was that whole environment up there?
Well, it's very different from where I'm from in Jersey. And at least the weather was decent, but it's a it was a long time getting up here. It was like a 3-hour flight, I think. Um, it's not an environment that we're used to. Maybe some of the girls, because some of the girls are from Minnesota and stuff like that, but um, it was kind of like dry up here. I don't know how to explain it, but we just had to have, energy, coming off the bus, going to the hotel, hanging out together. We just have to have energy within each other. And I think that's how we, came out with fire.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy this. Well, are you guys heading home tonight?
Yeah.
Safe trip home and happy holidays and enjoy and again enjoy this.
Thank you. Happy
Yeah.
holidays to you
You
guys
too.
too.
Enjoy the break.
All right.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
All right. Should I give this
Yeah,
back
give
to
it give
Coach
it to
B?
give it to coach.
All right. I got you.
Thanks, Jay. A quick turnaround, Nick.
Great. Hold on, guys. Well, we'll take that one for sure.
Oh yeah.
Coach, that was the first half was easily your best half of the season. And
Yeah.
but you knew like Shay said and we were saying, you knew they were gonna make a run. You wanna get into that a little bit?
Yeah, I think, we knew they're a very good team that shoots a lot of threes. And that's why we're really worried about, maintaining our composure. And then obviously Jada goes out and I'm like, wow. But, I thought Shay came in and settled us down and, Savannah playing on one leg. I mean, most kids would never play and basically almost had a triple double. Mariana coming back from being injured in the Villanova game as well. The kids maintained their composure, and I felt really happy that at the end of the third quarter we basically maintained the same lead almost that we had. Um, but I thought, beginning, the reason we won the game was the beginning of the fourth quarter. They didn't score, or maybe scored one basket for the first 4.5 minutes, and by doing that, I thought we started to maintain the control of the game. At the end, it just got a little crazy. I just knew that, if we could just make our foul shots, and we would be okay. And obviously Savannah is great, but then Jordana played her best game of the year today as well. She did so many great things. Obviously, on the stat sheet, you'll see them, but outside of them as well. And, you know, I think the Villanova loss was really devastating to the kids and to us. And they stayed together and they played together. And I give them credit for that.
Yeah, I think, Coach, and you had said this at your press conferences, and when we asked you the question, you're like, Nick, I have 7 starters, and they're interchangeable. And tonight, Shaylin off the bench, 21 points, and Jordana 14 points. That's 35 bench points. I mean,
Yeah.
you want to speak on that? That you were a prophet, Coach.
Nah, I just know how good players they are and how good kids they are. And then some of the kids who didn't play are very good as well. They're going to get their chance. And when we need them, they're going to come through for us. And tonight we needed these two to come through for us. Zahara getting in foul trouble early, but Kayla played really well too for us off the bench. So, I mean, we still have a lot of faith in the rest of them, we just tonight, it was these kids' night. But what I'll say about Jordana and Shay, what's different for them is they got taken out of the starting line. Most kids would pout and be mad about it. They just worked even harder and they want to just help the team in any way they can. And they both have been wonderful about that. And they have great families who have great respect for, work ethic. And these kids have great work ethic.
Coach, you're 8-4 now, 2-1 in the Big East. You're actually tied with Creighton, who's 2-1 in the Big East. Explain that feeling? I mean, it's a very long season, but like you said, at some point you needed to win some of these close games.
We did, and it's a top 100 to win on the road. So that's important. They're going to win a lot of games. They're really well coached. We just need to play well, Nick. Like, win, yes, but play well. And we played well. And a couple of the huddles, I didn't have to say anything. The kids said it themselves. And they took control, command, and accountability. And that's why I'm really proud of them for that. We needed that.
Frank, anything for the coach?
Well, first of all, it's great to talk to you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Frank.
No problem. But it was really nice to see the start you guys had and how you came out shooting the ball so well. And
We did, and we were down 7-0, and we could have panicked, and we didn't. We scored, I think, 17 or 20 straight points at that point. 20 straight points after that.
Yes, that's what I had, 20 in a row, right?
Yeah.
But but I had a good feeling, despite the fact that we were actually in a house of horrors, so to speak, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we haven't won there in 10 years since Shakina played there and my daughter.
Wow.
Right.
So that's a long time. And Shakina's sitting next to me. She looks as young as ever, though.
But I had a good feeling about it, and I don't know. Do you feel like the girls have learned from some of the other games that they were leading at halftime?
I do, and I think it's important that we played the hard schedule that we played, and people look at a loss like Columbia or a loss to Princeton, they think it's devastating. It's devastating, and we're gonna have great opportunities to pick up League East, which is gonna be very hard. And we have a lot of top 50 opportunities ahead of us, so we have to win. I mean, at the end of the day, the season doesn't end or start on December 22nd, but we needed to win this game. We needed a road win against the team, and we got it.
Yeah, well, it's definitely got a bunch of us excited over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were, Coach. We were texting
I gotta
back
run
and forth all game.
Thank you. I appreciate
we
it.
were all,
I got to get on the
rooting
plane
for
now,
you.
though.
Safe travels.
Thanks. All right, we got to
Safe
go.
travels,
Thank
Coach.
you guys
Have
for
a
doing
safe
this.
trip. Happy holidays.
And Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you.
And Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Thank you, Coach.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you for coming on. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Wow.
That was that's impressive. They really got out of that gym pretty quickly to get on the bus and get to that airport, huh?
Wow, that was so nice of that man to come on. I mean, that was amazing.
Sure. Great guy.
Tom Eccles, Patrick Mind, you wanted us. You said you gotta pump up women's basketball, and we all love women's basketball. And we were able to do that, and we're only able to because our relationship with the coach, and that was thank you so much, Coach Bozzella. He said it all. Is Bill on? Trying to get Bill on.
See, he still doesn't have the link.
Christina sent him the link 12 times. And Frank, the thing is, and I've experienced this for a few months now since Bobby's been gracious enough to get me involved. These players are such nice kids, right? Like Shay was just, you could tell how excited and happy she was and how glad she was to be with us. And, and she spoke of her teammates and she spoke about waiting her turn. And it was like, I don't know, that's the kind of team you want, right?
Yeah, of course. It just makes me feel so happy. They just seem like such good kids, so excited, and it's beautiful to see. So Bill sent the text saying he's waiting for permission or something like that.
Who's he waiting for permission from?
I don't know.
He has my permission. I don't see him.
Give that poor man permission.
He's not here. I put the QR code up there for you, Bill. I'm doing everything I got.
Did you send him the link?
I accidentally put a rain cloud on Frank's head.
No, I know. I saw your text.
Christina, what are your thoughts about the coach?
You know what stood out to me is how he always talks about their families, right? They're great kids and they come from great families. And it's clear that he doesn't just take the player, he takes the whole family, and it's just one huge family. So that's what's most notable for me.
On that note, did you hear, Frank, what the announcer said about Jordana?
What part?
So coach Jordana's mother. Okay. Now they're trying to get on. Another guy. What? Everyone's coming out now. Guys, hop on the link.
So
anyway,
what do you say about Jordana?
What?
What do you say about Jordana?
Coach Jordana's mother.
Oh, okay.
In one of his first jobs. And then at Iona, Jordana's father was one of his assistants.
Oh, okay.
So remember when I said the other day about Shah and recruiting and what Christina said? It's 100% in this business, relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was last season.
Yeah, and people who come from, a family first environment want to play in a family first environment, and Coach has created that, and Coach Shah has created that also. So I think it's a great thing.
Oh yeah, no, it is a great thing, and I'm really happy about the win, Nick. Last night we were talking and we were saying maybe this could kickstart us. I think 6 of the next 8 games are very winnable. I mean, we have UConn twice, I think, in the next 8 games. Hopefully, we could hang with them for a little while. We hung with them last year at home. I know you were at that game. I watched it on TV, but we hung with them through that until, I guess, mid to late in the second quarter.
No, we were there. It was not, the score was not indicative of the game.
Right.
And we hung in there for a while. And then, last year that team just wears you down.
Yeah. And exactly. And that's my point. Hopefully this year we could hang in there a little longer with them. I mean, that's what you have to hope for against UConn, especially in the first 2 games of the season. Big East tournament, maybe we could hope for a little more, but that was a really important win, and I'm really excited about it.
The one thing I wanted to ask him, and I didn't get the chance, because they were at the airport already, and they don't, believe me, I know when my son was involved in the men's program, they don't play. The bus is waiting outside. The bags are on the bus. They're on the bus and they're getting a flight out, and they want to be back in New Jersey for tonight and be in their home, in their dorm or their homes or whatever tomorrow.
What do they do, Nick, nowadays? Back when I was there, it might have been different. I had a roommate on the team who played for PJ, and I think most of their flights were chartered. So
yeah, they do. I don't know if they're all charter now, but a good deal of them are charter.
I mean, if I can't see how they have a scheduled flight. What if that game would have went into overtime or double?
Yeah, no, it's a charter. It's a charter.
So it's still a charter, but I guess there's still time constraints, and they have to rush you out. Maybe if they didn't make this takeoff, they might have to wait another hour or 2, and maybe that's not what they want to do.
Yeah, you never know with the weather, so they want to clear out of Nebraska.
Have you ever been out there?
What?
Have you ever been out there to Omaha?
No, I've never been to. I've been to a game in Kansas. I've been to where else? Indiana.
It's pretty much up the road from Kansas. It's pretty much a straight shot right up about 2.5, 3 hours from Kansas, from what I remember.
And where are they flying out of? Omaha? Where is Creighton? Where in Nebraska?
It's right downtown Omaha.
So it's downtown. So I guess there's an airport in Omaha?
Or right outside it.
Right outside of Omaha. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't fly in there. We landed in Kansas City, drove to Lawrence, Kansas, then went up to Omaha just to check out Creighton. It was during the summer, so we didn't see any games up there, but we saw, the CHI Center. We walked around there. We had lunch at one of the places across the street from the arena. We went around the campus, and then we had to drive to Des Moines, Iowa, and went right back down to Kansas City. So it's like one big square, all those 4 cities.
Is their arena on campus?
It's a little off campus. It's a few blocks away, and from what I remember, it's right by that huge baseball stadium where they play the College World Series.
Oh wow! Oh cool.
Yeah.
But the question I wanted to ask him is Mariana sat out a year last year,
Mm-hmm.
and this year she didn't get on campus for whatever reason till October, and he keeps saying, you haven't seen all of Mariana yet. She's still getting there. Well, tonight she 23 points, 8 for 12 from the field. I want to ask him, is she there yet? Because if she's not there yet, when she gets there, we're all going to be happy. Happier.
Well, she had a tremendous first half, and maybe that's what he means. Like maybe she's going to have, a couple of weeks. She'll have a tremendous 3 quarters, and then maybe by tournament time she could be all 4 quarters.
The
That could be
announcers,
what he does.
the announcers were saying that they wanted her to, that coach wanted her to shoot more threes, and she hit 4 for 5. I mean, and Jada was 4 for 6 from threes too tonight. I mean, pretty cool, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't know. I missed the first couple of minutes because I was having trouble with watching it on my phone. I didn't realize I had to update my app, so I updated it, and we were already on that run. But I was watching our text thread. Bobby told us we were on that. I didn't realize we were 20 points straight after that to go. We had a nice run to, pretty much set the tone for the game.
Yeah, and again, I thought it was so gracious of Coach to come on. I mean,
Oh,
that was
it was beautiful.
it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and yeah,
And
and
he
Coach,
must like it. The girls must like it too. They must. I'm sure they appreciate, other people following them.
yeah. I mean, Christina, get on for a second. And I love the men's team. But in a lot of regards, right, the women's game, I don't know what. I love the women's game as well, but it's a different game, correct, Christina?
I've said this, and I just feel like, and not to say the men don't play with passion, because that's not what I mean, but I just feel like the way the women play is just so gritty and just so from the heart, and I love watching women's basketball. It's just different.
There was a lot of gritty play out there tonight, especially tonight. It's rare that you see 2 technical fouls too, like there was late in the third quarter. Some pushing.
I guess Mariana said something, right?
The last game we went to, Dad, there were double technicals.
Yeah, yeah. And Mariana and someone else. And after she hit the 3, she might get maybe, sometimes these officials, and I wasn't there and I didn't hear it, but sometimes they they go a little bit too far,
Yeah. I think the one on us was just to say, all right, you know what, we gave Creighton or we called the T on Creighton, let's even it out. And it seemed obvious to me that's what they were trying to do. Just look for anything.
Christina, so what happened? Because Bobby's doing the basketball game, we couldn't get it through Surge?
We're live on YouTube, Surge, but we're not live on Facebook, Surge. So I did share the YouTube link to the page. But yeah, I assume it'll post when we're done.
It'll post where?
Probably the Facebook page, and then we could share it.
Oh, we're not on the Seton Hall Facebook page yet?
Why are we having this conversation now? We're on it through the YouTube.
Okay, got it. And you'll figure out all the technical stuff. That's why we need you to produce.
I'm here.
I can't believe how responsive Christina is.
I try.
When all of a sudden Nick will say, Christina, get on. And you're right.
Well, Frank, this is the role that she envisioned for herself. So she's paying attention. She doesn't need to be an on-air personality. Just like when we need her, she'll pop on, and that's again, everyone has roles, and we have to, we're all learning our roles as we go along. And and Bill would have a big role if he would figure out how to get on.
I did everything but send him the link via carrier pigeon. Maybe I'll try that next time.
I mean, the guy, it was his whole idea to do this show. And then if we're going to do it, I have Coach's phone number, and then he answers me, and next thing, 5 seconds later, he's on. So, yeah. Wow.
Next time, Bill.
All right. Christina, final thoughts.
I loved having Shay on. I loved having Coach on. I think that was really great. And pleasantly surprised by the win.
Frankie?
I'm actually not that surprised with the win. I had a feeling we were going to get one of these two on the road, either at Villanova or at Creighton. But I'm very happy about the win. And as I said, it was a pleasure talking to both Shay and Coach. And I wish them a very happy and merry flight back home. And I hope they really enjoy their Christmas break.
Yeah, no, and same thing, Coach Shay. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. We just love this team. We love the program. Obviously, we love Seton Hall, and Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone. We will be back tomorrow after the men's game. Frankie, 9:30. We're trying to get on.
I know. Yeah, I know you guys are. I'm going to be at the mercy of being. It's holiday time, so school's
No,
out.
I know.
Well, I have two of my boys that usually don't come to the games with me that are going to be with me, and I can see them saying, "No, come on, let's get something to eat," and we might wind up in a restaurant or a diner on the way home.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot. You never know, but I think 9:30 is a good time. Let people get home because again, no one's gonna go on their laptop in their car, and 9:30 is a pretty good time to let people get home and settled, and then we'll do the show. So
Yeah.
okay,
All right.
good night, everyone.